Crisis Core Reunion did a lot of things right. They massively overhauled the graphics to match today's standard in gaming and making it consistent with Final Fantasy VII Remake, while also putting it on virtually every platform, which is impressive to see. They voiced every single piece of dialogue in the game, even moments that previously had no dialogue at all. And they even revamped the combat system completely, which in turn made the game even more fun. Doing the same 300 missions did not feel like a chore because of how great the fighting felt. But as much as I love Crisis Core and enjoyed replaying it again with Reunion after so many years, there was one moment that really let me down, that I completely forgot about until I finally got to it. Not even the remaster could remedy this. And no, it's not Genesis. He actually was much better this time around thanks to the new voice actor. And I'm excited to see him in the future games, believe it or not. Hashtag rebirth. It actually has to do with Nibelheim and how they pretty much dropped the ball with it. There was so much potential wasted for what was the most interesting part of the game, and a huge selling point for majority of the old fans trying to play it. If you love all things Final Fantasy, consider hitting that subscribe button and notification bell so you guys can stay up to date on everything. Only 13% of you guys who watch and love the videos have notifications on. You definitely want those on because there is potentially a huge Final Fantasy event coming up and you don't want to be anywhere else because we got it all covered, whether it happens or doesn't happen. And also hit that like button so we can get this video to over 500 likes and spread the hype around. Now, let's get into the video. Without any doubt, Crisis Core is a prequel to Final Fantasy VII that's supposed to give it more depth and insight to Zack and other characters in his story, while also giving us a refined look and a first-person view into what took place in Nibelheim, which was a huge moment in the original Final Fantasy VII. I remember when I first got to Nibelheim in Crisis Core, we did not get to fight the dragon enemy from the original game. However, in the OG, that fight served as a purpose to really just showcase to us how much stronger Sephiroth is compared to us. So that was okay. I figured whatever because we already know his capabilities and what he can do. I was just excited to see Sephiroth, Zack, and Tifa and Cloud interact as they begin their journey up into the Nibelheim Mountains. This part starts off normally with the group taking a photo before they leave for the mountain. However, as soon as this photo was taken, we see how the rest of the scene plays out. Sadly, they turned the entire trek up to the reactor into a slideshow for whatever reason, instead of actually letting us play it or turn it into a cutscene. They pretty much skipped all the Sephiroth and Zack battling enemies together, skipping over moments such as the bridge collapsing, losing the other Shinra infantrymen in the fall, the Materia Cave where Sephiroth explains how materia is made in nature, as well as Sephiroth clowning on Hojo once more. It's just weird to me that they decided in the first 7 chapters they were going to give extra depth to entirely new story elements, talking about dumb apples, but completely speed through and rush the best part in all of Crisis Core. I appreciated the new story stuff and what they did with that, but initially seeing this, it made me think, okay, when we get to Nibelheim, they're going to absolutely go insane with it and provide so much more insight, like they did with the previous stuff, but they didn't. Now, obviously, Crisis Core Reunion was not going to change this, as this is how the original game was and it was originally released on PSP. It's recently coming back to me though since playing Reunion, because I completely forgot that they even did this in the original game. It's been quite a few years. I appreciate the elements of Zack's background that they wanted to expand on and introducing new characters to partake in his journey. I just felt like the Nibelheim moments were kind of shafted in many ways. And since they advertised Crisis Core as an element that is important to understanding the full story of Final Fantasy VII and why those things happen, it's just weird to see that decision that they made for the Nibelheim story moments, the most important piece to Final Fantasy VII. Am I the only one? I'm curious. What do you guys think about all this? Drop a comment below and let's get a discussion going. The future of Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy VII is going to get even more expanded on in the coming months. I mean, we got Final Fantasy 16 coming out, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is supposed to be coming out towards the end of the year, beginning of next year, which is the sequel to Final Fantasy VII Remake. And of course, we have Ever Crisis. I mean, the Crisis Core story is part of the Ever Crisis mobile game, and that very well could go the extra mile and show some more depth to Nibelheim that most of the fans wanted. Which one of these titles are you guys most excited to see? Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. More Final Fantasy news, videos, and guides are on the way, and you won't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ, and thanks for watching.